You finally get the raise, not huge, but enough to feel like things are about to change. You tell yourself, okay, this is it. This is where I finally get ahead. Fast forward 3 months, your bank balance, basically the same. Your stress, still there. And somehow, your expenses quietly grew right alongside your income. If that sounds familiar, yeah, that's not a salary problem. My name is Leonard, and I spend way too much time thinking about the 6 money decisions that matter more than your salary. If you're someone who feels like no matter how much you earn, your money just disappears, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, here's the thing. We've been sold this idea that income is everything. Just earn more money and your problems go away. But the data and real life say something completely different. Because there are people earning 6 figures, living paycheck to paycheck. And there are people earning average salaries, quietly building real wealth. So what's the difference? It comes down to 6 decisions. 1, your lifestyle inflation decision. Here's what most people don't realize. Every time your income goes up, your lifestyle tries to follow it. It's almost automatic. You upgrade your car, move into a slightly nicer place, start eating out more, and suddenly, your new normal costs way more than your old life ever did. According to studies from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, spending tends to increase almost proportionally with income for most households, which means you can double your salary and still feel broke. Let me show you the math. Say you earn $2,000 a month and spend $1,800. You save $200. Now you get a raise to $3,000. If your spending rises to $2,800, you're still saving $200. Same life, more stress, just bigger numbers. This is where it gets really interesting. We don't increase spending because we need to. We do it because we adapt. Psychologically, humans normalize upgrades incredibly fast. That new car feels amazing for about 2 weeks. Then it's just your car. Action step. Every time your income increases, lock in a rule. At least 50% of any raise goes to savings or investing. Not optional, automatic. 2, your housing decision. Look, this one is massive. Your housing cost is usually your biggest expense, by far. And here's the mistake. People don't buy homes based on what they can afford. They buy based on what they can qualify for. Those are not the same thing. Let's say you earn $4,000 per month. The bank might approve you for a house that costs $1,600 per month. That's 40% of your income gone instantly. Now add food, transport, insurance. You've locked yourself into a financial prison. Now, you might be thinking, but owning a home is an investment. Not always. A house can build wealth, but only if it doesn't destroy your cash flow first. Action step. Keep your total housing costs below 25 to 30% of your income if possible, because flexibility is wealth. 3, your debt strategy. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Debt isn't just a financial issue, it's a psychological trap. Credit cards, car loans, buy now, pay later, they all do the same thing. They let you feel rich now and pay later. And our brains love that. But let's break it down. Say you carry $3,000 on a credit card at 20% interest if you only make minimum payments. You could end up paying over $6,000 total. You literally pay twice for the same thing. This is where it gets really interesting. Debt reduces your future options. It's not just about interest, it's about opportunity cost. That money could have been invested, which leads to 4, your investing timing decision. Here's what most people don't realize. When you start investing matters more than how much you invest. Let me show you something simple. Person A invests $200 per month starting at age 22. Person B invests $400 per month starting at age 32. Person B invests twice as much. But person A often ends up with more money. Why? Compound interest. Time is the multiplier. According to historical market data, average annual returns of around 7 to 10% can double your money roughly every 7 to 10 years. So delaying even 5 to 10 years, that's not small. That's massive. Now you might be thinking, I don't have enough money to invest right now. Look, you don't need a lot. You need consistency. Action step. Start with whatever you can, $50, $100, even less. The habit matters more than the amount. 5. Your social circle decision. This one, people underestimate completely. You become financially similar to the people you spend the most time with, not because they force you, but because of normalization. If your friends constantly upgrade phones, cars, clothes, that becomes your baseline. If your circle talks about investing, saving, building, that becomes your baseline. Here's what most people don't realize. Spending is often social. We don't buy things because we need them. We buy things because they fit the identity of the group we're in. Action step. Audit your environment, not necessarily who your friends are, but what conversations dominate your life. Are they about growth or consumption? 6. Your financial awareness decision. This is the simplest one, and somehow the most ignored. Most people don't know how much they spend, where their money goes, what their net worth is, and then they wonder why nothing changes. Look, imagine trying to lose weight without ever checking your diet. That's how most people handle money. This is where it gets really interesting. Awareness alone changes behavior. Studies in behavioral economics show that simply tracking spending can reduce it by 10 to 20% without any other changes. Because once you see it, you can't ignore it. Action step. Track your spending for 30 days. No judgment, just awareness. That alone can shift everything. So yeah, your salary matters, but it's not the main thing. Because these 6 decisions, they determine whether your money works for you or disappears. And here's the part people don't like hearing. None of this is complicated, but it is uncomfortable. It requires saying no, delaying gratification, thinking long-term in a short-term world. But if you get these right, you don't need to chase a crazy income. You just need control. If this video made you rethink how you handle money, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. Which one of these 6 decisions are you going to fix first? Because once you start making better decisions,